Life's been kind of strange lately. There's definitely been a shift in our relationship as Beth's been working away quite a lot. Last year alone, she worked in 9 different countries as a photographer. And I also quit my job to go all in on my creative dream of being a filmmaker and a music producer. Oh, and Beth's blonde now. Suits her, right? Then at the start of the year, she signed a 4-month contract on a major feature film. So proud of her. And don't get me wrong, I love seeing my wife thrive as a creative powerhouse, but it means we've just been spending a lot of time apart. And with Louis, Raya and Neo away in Costa Rica, the house has been pretty quiet. We're grabbing moments together where we can. So we thought we'd take a moment to reflect on how long distance has been for us. Yeah, we miss each other. Of course we do. And we're aware of one of the biggest hurdles in a long-distance relationship, that our intimacy may fizzle out because we're not physically, emotionally or mentally able to give each other the same amount of devotion as when we were together. But that doesn't have to be the case. We're just focusing on managing our expectations of each other and ensuring we're carving out intentional time to speak. We found that making sure we know when we're available and when we're not is really good, because it gives us that clarity as to what we can expect from each other. And it also means that we know we're intentionally trying to be together. I think there's something about getting out in nature that, one, really reminds me of my connection spiritually to God and my connection to my wife, but also helps make me feel like I'm living. When you've been so connected with your partner for so long and you've got a routine that intertwines with each other, suddenly when you're doing your own thing, it can feel like everything's up in the air. And it's just about establishing new routines and establishing new patterns.
I don't want to go.
Inevitably, trust can be a big pressure point in long-distance relationships. But trust isn't just about fidelity. You've got to ask yourself, do you trust this person to truly share the deepest and most intimate parts of their life with you? And do you trust that person to hold space for you in times of need or in times of elation? With Beth, the answer is an emphatic yes.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm going to be wrapped soon, so I'm happy.
Nice. Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you soon. Yeah, how's it been for you on your end? Because I know that you're just working these crazy hours.
It's kind of one of those situations where you just kind of get your head down and focused, but obviously it's hard not being with you. But yeah, like you said, the hours are really long. It's quite easy to just get kind of lost in the day, and the days roll by and roll by and roll by. But by the time it gets to Friday, I'm just like, I want to see Jamarl so bad.
Have you dealt with feeling distant from each other and I guess not talking or not connecting as much as we usually do?
It's weird, isn't it? But I'm glad that we've kind of got into a routine of when we do talk, when I get into my trailer in the mornings, and then we usually call each other a few times a day actually. If I'm in my trailer, especially. If I'm not in my trailer, then it's a bit more tricky. But it's nice that we've got into a rhythm. There's definitely been times when I've wanted a hug and I can't have a hug, or just I feel like exhaustion sometimes gets to me. And when you're so tired, you just want to cry. That's what I find sometimes. When I'm just doing stupid hours, I go home and I'm like, I just want to cry. I'm so tired. I just want to hug. You're the only person that I really want to be with in that situation. Other people would try and, be there for you in that situation, but you're the only person that feels like home and feels like I'm just being myself. It doesn't feel like I'm compensating for other people's emotions. I can just release and it's fine. And you get it. You're not scared of my feelings or whatever.
When you go through something difficult, it can be easy to brush your experiences under the carpet and withhold the depth of your feelings from your partner. But we found that even if it's FaceTime, even if it's on the phone, it's so important to still go deep with your partner and make sure that they know you're letting them into that part of your life, even if it's a difficult situation to talk about or something you don't want to relive over the phone. You've got to trust each other and lean into each other even more in the times you're apart. I remember this day so vividly, the day I realised I'd taken our love for granted. We'd carved out rare time together at Sheffield Park, just us, surrounded by autumn leaves cascading from the trees and mottled sunlight that painted the ground beneath our feet. It should have been perfect, but my mind was elsewhere. See, I'd just quit my job and I was building my freelance career, felt lost in the chaos of what comes next, and underneath it all, the weight of infertility still lingered. The grief hurt my heart and I wanted to be present, but I kept drifting, missing the moment even as I lived it. I long for that time now, to simply be together, in nature, in love, and with God. Now I see how much I took that connection for granted, because our time together now is fleeting. By Sunday afternoon, Beth's already packing for the next week ahead, and I'm learning now more than ever how important it is to be present, to carve out time for what truly matters, because life's noise can make you forget the things that bring you real joy, love, connection, intimacy. Cherishing every moment doesn't just mean making the time, it means being present in it too. So this is where you'll find me most days, editing, making music, and writing. Beth and Louis aren't needing their desks, and so I've made sure that this space feels really creative and really tailored towards the output that I want to have. Having all of my art stuff in one space just means that at any given moment I can just sit at the piano and I can just play, or I can just pick up a guitar. I can literally just jump on an instrument anytime I'm feeling like I need to just let off some steam. We've got the backdrop set up so we're ready for our podcast episodes when we're filming those, and this nice little creative nook as well that we can get writing and talking when Beth comes back for the weekend. It's really best to have this space. So the intention really is to plow all of my energy into creativity and expression and output, rather than focusing on the fact that I'm alone in this big house all by myself most of the week.
I've been told that I've been wrapped now.
Yay!
I'm going to come and drive home to you. I would sing Driving Home for Christmas, but it's the wrong time of year. I cannot wait.
Okay, Beth's going to be here in any second, so I want to greet her at the door as she comes in. Oh, it's been such a long week, but I'm just so thankful that we're able to spend more time together this weekend. Here we go. Yay! You're home! You made it! I love you. Welcome home, beautiful woman.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors.